What's going on, people? Darden here. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Season 2. Going to be doing some housekeeping, giving a state of the page kind of discussion, and just kind of complete some of these contracts. I really haven't played the game a lot in the last couple days. I played it here and there, so for everyone who's been like messaging me and wanting to play and things like that, I apologize. Really haven't been on the game that much. But I will be on more this week, and this coming Friday, I think I'm going to do another playing with my subscribers and things like that. And eventually I want to make it an every Friday type of thing. So be on the lookout for that. If you are interested, just message me, let me know you're a subscriber, so on and so forth, and then we'll go from there. Also, guys, I'm going to be putting out a lot of videos this week. I hadn't put up a video in about 4 days as of the making of this video, and I have a lot of stuff though that I've been working on. So if you don't want to miss any of that, make sure you hit that notification button, that little bell icon. You guys know where it's at. You guys probably know more about YouTube than I do. I'm the old man of For Honor, so go ahead and hit that button and you'll be notified. And also, for people who are just stopping by, make sure you subscribe if you like the page, or drop a like if you're interested. And if you don't like it, you know, I will. It would even help even more if you just told me, hey, look, you know, I don't like your page or your channel because of X, Y, and Z. That also helps out a ton. So let's get right into this match and, you know, see what's going on. We got a Rep 2 Warlord here. So we'll see. A lot of people haven't been complaining a lot about, you know, Warlord and things like that lately, because they've been complaining about the new characters. This guy really gonna try to This is my first game of the day, so it might be kind of sucky. Good fight, guy. Good fight. But yeah, in the middle of all this, I wanted to talk a little bit about Season 2. As you know, there was a really game-breaking bug. Really, I mean, it wasn't game-breaking, but if you got hit by it, it was game-breaking. You know what? Call it whatever you want, but it was a really bad bug where the warden can pretty much one-shot you. Now, apparently, every character can do that. They can pretty much one-shot you. Ouch. Nah. How do I keep getting hit with that? Nice. Good. Nice. You dodged it. That's what I'm saying, man. People are really starting to learn the Centurion and you know, how to dodge him and things like that. And all you people who decided not to learn the character and just call him broken, I mean, you're going to wait for somebody else to show you how to do it. And this guy looks like he has a pretty good handle. Not only that, I'm not that good. You know, sometimes people message me like, oh, you suck. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I do. Like, yeah, I do suck. You know, so. Hit the wall. Etia! Oh, you didn't die? Oh, that's gonna hurt. No. Nice. Nice. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So anyway, Season 2, man. Season 2. A lot of stuff was added. You know, the new characters, obviously, and whatnot was added. But, and keep in mind, anybody who's followed this channel for any amount of time, you know that I'm a huge fan of the game. I love the game. I've invested countless amount of hours in it. This YouTube page has been built mostly around this game, so on and so forth. But, and you know, I really was feeling that Season 2 was the shot in the arm that the game needed. And initially it was. I mean, it brought back a lot of hype. A lot of people were excited to play it, to play the new characters. But it's just bugs. You know, every time they add something, something else breaks. And, you know, when you have the one-hit kill bug and the connections, for me, now I don't know about for anybody else, you know, guys, let me know down in the comments how it's been for you, how it's season been for you, Season 2 been for you. But the connections have been terrible, man. I haven't been able to complete, you know, I mean, it's almost back to square one when it comes to you know, completing games with when it comes to completing a 4v4. It's tough. Nice. Nice. That's good. I'm still warming up, man. Like I said, I haven't touched this game in a while. That's no excuse. This guy's just kicking my ass. This guy's just kicking my ass. But we're just talking, man. We're just hanging out talking. I'm not trying to show you no awesome gameplay or show you how awesome I am. Because I'm not, man. I got some decent highlights, and that's pretty much all I got for you. So there are a ton of great YouTubers out there. I'm always sending you guys out there to somebody else for different things because, like I always tell you, I'm just a regular guy who likes games, man. That's pretty much it. But, you know, I don't think it's been as great as it could have been, to be honest with you. I don't think Season 2 has been as great as it could have been. You know? Really, dude? You gonna push me in, though? Okay, he could have killed me. Why do I keep... Wow. Wow, nice. Good fight, guy. Let's see if I can get one round on this guy. Jesus. Holy shit. So, yeah, Season 2, because of the connection issues I've been having, for me, it's been, I don't know, I feel like it's been a step backwards, to be honest with you. I feel like it's been a step back. I love the effort that they've made. You know, I love the effort that they've made. Nice. Ah, he got me. Is this a bad habit? I have a bad habit of going for that punch. And I didn't adjust, so good game to that guy. But, like I was saying, I do love the new characters. Both of them are very strong. I honestly believe they're balanced. I know some of you may not, but that's fine. I believe they're balanced. I believe they're you know, they took care of them pretty well. But as far as like all the other things that have arise, you know, it's been disappointing. And then not to mention, you've had this influx of you know, the bad players who left before came back to the game, and they've just been terrible. Like, they've been terrible for, in my opinion, for the community. Like, you know, I always tell people I play this game to have fun, man. I'm not, you know, a competitive player. I'm not playing for money or anything like that. So, you know, the issues and the things that happens in this game, they stay in the game. Like it doesn't upset me outside of, you know, the Xbox. When the Xbox goes off, that's it. But you have people who, if you beat them, if you ledge them, if you don't play within their confined rules of the game, they're sending you messages and all that stuff. And that largely had left. Like for me, like I really hadn't gotten any salt or anything like that, or any, you know, bad messages or people doing weird stuff for a long time. But of course, as soon as season 2 came, it's like those same people who were here those first couple months of the game, it's like they came back, man. They came back. I'm gonna be quiet and try to focus on this game here. I'm gonna focus on getting the win. I've been talking a lot. I did it again. That thing has some tracking on it. That thing has some tracking on it. Oh, we got it. We both did the guard break, but he won. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, so I've, you know, one, connection issues.
Round
2, another influx of bugs, and 3, the cantankerous player base. You know, those 3 things kind of returned to the game, and as season 1 was closing, those things were pretty much going away, you know. I really need to stop just with the punch overall. I do it again, man. It's just a bad habit. It's just a bad habit. It's a bad habit. But those 3 things have kind of made me not want to play
Round 3.
a lot of For Honor as much as I have before because of those 3 things that I mentioned. I mean, I still think the future is bright for Honor. I'm not gonna call it dead yet. I know some people did that a long time ago, like week 1 almost, you know, month 1 or whatever. I don't learn. I don't learn. I don't learn. I tried to Alright, this guy obviously is better than me, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get some victories against some people. But again, you know, this video isn't really a gameplay video, it's more so me just wanting to talk to you guys a little bit about the game, what I've been thinking about it, you know. And eventually I get to, you know, some other stuff with the channel, some things that I'm planning on with the channel and things like that. But I really wanted to give my thoughts on Season 2 and the state of Season 2 and, you know, the future of the game. So that's kind of where I feel that it's been at right now. I think that, you know, I do love what the devs are doing, that they are constantly working on the game. It's just unfortunate that every time they fix something, something else breaks. It seems like there's always something, and then they're dealing with balancing, and then they're dealing with this, you know, this player base who has a really great portion of it, and then you also have, you know, a portion who's just really, really bad. There's not a lot of in between. There's some in between, but it's either, you know, some really great people who find some issues and they'll fix them, or, you know, you have some really good content creators who are good at keeping you up to speed and things like that, and gameplay and guides. I mean, I've seen a lot of great stuff from some YouTubers out there. And, you know, and then you have, you know, the negative people, you know, who, if you go down to the comments of their pages, of the other people's pages, same with mine, I don't get a lot of it, but because I'm not that big at all, not big at all, you know, and, you know, so you'll get, you know, you'll see what those people have to say. And of course, I mean, it's the internet, so you're going to get that from everywhere. And this guy's asked me to join a party. I'm not joining this guy's party. If it was close to like the end of season 1, I would. But simply because it's been like an influx of just weirdos, man. It's been an influx of weirdos to this game since season 2 started. And if I, you know, one of my videos, I'll probably go more in depth about it. I might talk about some of the messages and things like that I've gotten, and we'll talk a little bit about that. So, all right, guy, come on. Let's see if I can get a win before this video's over. How about that? I guess he's gonna try to throw me into the spikes. I guess that's what he's gonna try to do. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't even know why he's saying wow. I didn't do anything spectacular. But again, you know, coming to the end of season 1, and even if he was just saying, you know, maybe he thought that I did good, you didn't have that. You didn't have that. You didn't have people. And like I said, it could be something positive. I don't know. This guy seems like he's alright. But and that's the thing, man. A lot of people still don't dodge the punch, so I do it, and then when I get with somebody who knows how to dodge the punch, I don't think he's used to playing the Centurion. I should have stayed playing that guy to try to figure out how to. You're dodging too much, brother. You're dodging too much. And with the Warlord, you know, I should have tried to parry a little bit more. I should have played a little bit more defensive. But you know, it is what it is. So, anyways, you know, those few things have made season 2 kind of a disappointment for me, to be honest with you. I still have a great time with the game. Don't get me wrong, but as far as the connection issues goes and the bugs and stuff like that, it feels like it's the same stuff we were dealing with when the game first started. That's how it feels. So, you know, I mean, that's just my 2 cents on it. I would love for you guys to let me know how you feel about season 2. Come on, guy.
Incontinent. Victory.
All right, go fight, dude. Hopefully, I meet that other guy. That would be a perfect way to end this video. Maybe we get a win against him. But like I said, I haven't touched the game in a little while, so I'm a little rusty. But that's no excuse. That guy pretty much just handed me my ass. So, but like I said, guys, let me know what you guys think about, you know, he readied up really fast. I'm a fan of the run back, man. I'll give him the run back. Why not? Why not? I'm a fan of the run back. But let me know what you all think. What do you think of Season 2 so far? And another thing I want to talk about was the future of the game. I still think the future is bright. Ubisoft has a way of correcting their mistakes. And if you look at their track history, if you look at a lot of the games that have come out in these past few years, they usually start out pretty poor. You know, you look at the Assassin's Creed, just about just about the last 2 or 3 have had poor starts and then end up being decent to good. You know, they're you know, they're good. You know, I mean, they're fun to play. I mean, for me and for most of the people I've seen who play the games or gone back to review the games, they usually enjoy them. Okay, so he dodged the punch. So I need to stop throwing that punch out. I'm gonna work on that with this guy. I've seen a lot of people do this, where they just start running. I need to also, I did it too early. I did it too early. He's gonna try to jump in at some point in time. Told you. He's gonna try to jump in at some point in time. It's just, I figured that was coming.
Victory.
I don't even think I threw out the kick on that match. But so, you know, that's pretty much it for what I think about that. And oh, and I was saying the future of it. As far as the future of the game, I think the future is bright. I think that they still have a lot to go. As I was saying earlier, Ubisoft has a decent track record of trying to, you know, improve the games that, you know, the games start out bad or poor, or they have glitches, or there's always something, and then they usually do a decent to good to decent job in rectifying the issue. So he should stop spinning. He should stop spinning. So you look at the Assassin's Creed games, you know,
Victory.
I don't remember. There was another, I can't think of the name of the game right now. Watch Dogs. I don't remember Watch Dogs having any major issues. I don't remember. I mean, it could have. You guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But that was a decent game. They continue to, you know, support that game a lot. I do have it. I haven't finished it. I have a ton of games I haven't finished. So, gonna stay back and jump in, maybe. I mean, the heavies are gonna get parried, man. Should've. Move too early. Good game, Daddy.
Victory.
So they've had a real good track record of kind of fixing their mistakes, and, you know, so I think that that'll be the same thing with For Honor. And I've always felt that way. My only issue, or my only real thought process behind that, is that will it be too late? You know, will the fix for, and if you look at some of my older videos, you'll see I've said this. They are going to get the game right eventually. It is going to become the game that everybody wants it to be. I do believe that. But when will that come, and will it be too late? Now, right now is a great time. You know, we're reaching the summer. I don't think there's anything huge coming out right now. Of course, they're competing with Injustice. A lot of my time has been split with Injustice. If I had another reason to say why I haven't been playing this game a lot, it would be because of Injustice. Also have some gameplay of that coming up if you all are interested, or if you were thinking about purchasing it or whatever. You know, I have some stuff with that coming up because it's a great game. I've really been enjoying it. And, you know, NetherRealm Studios has just really been showing everybody, you know, how to make a good fighting game. Even you know, people who've been around for years, like Street Fighter and things like that, can take a lot of notes from what NetherRealm Studios has shown. So this is probably going to be the last one then I'll end this video, because it is running a bit long. I'll try to cut it down, but you know, I want to get your feedback on what do you think of Season 2. I want to get your feedback on, you know, the future of the game. Like I said, I still think the future is bright. I still think that there are great things coming for Season 2, Season 3 and Season 4 of For Honor, just because of the track history, just because of all the things that they're trying to add, and also because of the dedication that the developers put into the game, put into making the game better. You know, they listen to the community. They're on Reddit. They're on the Ubisoft boards. They're on, you know, they're looking at YouTube videos, and you know, they're on it. And that's a lot more than I can say for some other developers. So let's go ahead and see if we can take care of Mr. Muffin Top here. He's gonna be kicking a lot. So oh, I thought he had hit the wall, but I guess not. We both have like the same thing. A lot of the Centurion's kit, a lot of stuff in his kit is very unsafe. Oh, nice. Good stuff, guy. Good stuff. But for all of you who've missed me, which is probably like none of you, I'm kidding. It's probably like 2 or 3 people who are like, you know, where you at, man? Yo. But I do have a lot more content coming out. So, don't know if I said this earlier, but make sure you hit that notification button. Oh, sorry.
Victory.
I really didn't mean to knock him off. That's just a tough thing to avoid. I probably shouldn't have said sorry, simply because, I mean, it's just a part of the game, man. I just know a lot of people, you know, don't really play like that, but that's another thing I was talking about the community. You need to get over that, man. You need to get over that. It's part of the game. You know, it's a way that people win. You know? Jump in, maybe? Ooh, that reach? No. Yeah, man, once you learn to dodge that punch, a lot of his stuff is unsafe. Just about everything he throws out there is unsafe, man. And There's a reason why a lot of tournament players have not played as the new characters. And these people put in hours upon hours upon hours into these characters. But as far as the state of the page, I want to say this before this video ends. Like I said, guys, I have a ton of videos coming up. Hit those notifications. Make sure you drop those likes. It does help the page a lot. And if you do drop a dislike, if there is something that you don't like, I always say, man, it helps a lot. Even if you just say, hey, man, I didn't like this about your page or your channel or whatever, that's fine with me too. I'm okay with that, you know. I'm okay with constructive criticism. Even if you say, hey, man, your music fucking sucks, like, I'm okay with that too, man. That's cool. That's cool. I don't have an issue with that.
Victory!
At least I know, you know, what people don't like. But of course, you'll have some dickheads out there who just say, you know, they don't like my face or my voice or something that I really can't change. Then, you know, go ahead and drop your dislike and keep it moving. That's fine with me too. So I'm going to end it there, guys. Get down in the comments. Let me know, what do you think of Season 2? What do you think I can improve? You know, going into this next month of, you know, For Honor and gaming and all that other stuff, and over the summer, what do you guys want to see? What do you guys want to see from the game? What do you guys want to see from this channel if you're interested? And I always say I really don't know how to end these videos, so I'll just say I don't have a catchphrase or anything like that for you. So I'll catch you in this video later.